Is the heat still happening?
It actually got okay today.
That's good.
And then it's gonna get bad again over the next couple of days.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. I'm tired of sweating all the fucking time.
I bet.
Annoying, especially when you like don't feel good.
Yeah, and it's not even for a good reason. It's not like because you're eating a lot of ribs or having a sex marathon. It's because it's just too hot, because the climate's different, because everybody's bad at voting. Fuck, it sucks. Right?
Yeah.
The least they could do is give us some ribs or a sex marathon. But no.
No.
Which, I mean, we'll talk about other things, but the ribs and sex marathon, like, I mean, that goes directly into this movie.
Ribs, dude.
Junior likes them private parts.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had a hamburger 3 nights in a row. Hamburger and fries. And
Yeah.
I woke up this morning at 6 a.m. and I don't know if I just like got up too quickly, but I was nauseous as hell when I went to lay back down. Until the last hour, it subsided and I went, oh, thank God. And I was able to go get work done. I got up and took some Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, yeah. I accidentally bought cherry-flavored Pepto-Bismol. Oh, my God.
Is it good or is it
No, it's
gross?
terrible. I mean, Pepto-Bismol itself is like, it's kind of gross, but it's fine. Like, you know what it's going to taste like.
I kind of like it. It's like chalky.
Yeah, it's not bad. But, like, can we just have things and not try to make everything candy or better? Like, just leave it alone. It's fine the way it is, Yeah, a friend of mine got married, and at our age, you don't go to weddings as much, because if you have a lot of friends your own age, well, people aren't getting married as much when you're in your 40s. So, but this is a friend from work. She's about 10 years younger than me, so, she still has, like, what is that, like hope, They're getting married. Normally, if you go to a wedding and you're lazy, which is both things that I was yesterday, you put cash in a card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, when you get married, you need money, so it's always fine,
Yeah, and then they can use it to get what they want. You don't necessarily have to, like, think too hard about it.
Right. But presents are fun when you actually give someone something, right?
Yeah.
And she is very religious, but, like, I have told her multiple times, like, you are the Christian that I wish everybody was. Like, she's awesome, and she's not judgmental and shit. That's just what works for her, So I really like her, and I think it's great. Her husband's cool. But I forgot to RSVP till like a week before. So I'm like, well, I'll look at the gift registry, but I don't have time for anything to come in the mail. So I'm looking at the gift registry, and I see a push broom. And that is a big, long handle with a big broom head. It's a janitor broom. And her husband's like a farmer, so I'm guessing maybe he needs bigger stuff. When you look at a gift registry, it's like, there's some practical things, but I did not expect to see a giant broom. So I was like, well, this has to happen. It was actually for a hardware store that's next to my job. So I was like, okay, great. So I went and got it. And then I wrapped just the head of it.
Oh, I wonder what this is. I love that. I wonder what this is going to be.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what it'll be, but maybe
so
you
funny.
don't. Maybe they think it's a curling thing. I don't know. But so then I got them a card. I actually wrote some nice advice in the card. It just said, don't get married. But just kidding. But then I taped the card to it. And then I took it into the reception and I put it next to the gift table. I forgot there was an added bonus later, watching the staff of the hotel or whatever, loading all the presents onto one of those like luggage cart things and being like, what the fuck do we do with this? Who got this? Why is it? They're a little mystified.
Did someone from the church steal our janitor's broom and just wrap it up because they forgot a gift?
Yeah. Just wrap it up. I'm sure they want one. But they really did, so. And it's funny because, like, I'm sure when they saw a broom wrapped up, she was like, oh, Timmy got us something. Because it's stupid,
They'll think of you every time they use it.
Every time they're pushing cow shit out of the dairy barn. Or whatever he's going to use it for.
It's a very practical, good gift. Good job.
It is. And, I was telling my brother who used to work in a hardware store and stuff, I was telling him, he's like, yeah, if I got married, I would request buckets. Like some buckets. It's like, yeah, like when you own a house, especially like mopping a floor, stuff like that, you could use some buckets. And my friend Lee gives everybody fire extinguishers.
That's smart. I like that.
Totally. He gave me one when I moved in. I was like, oh, shit, man, that's a great gift. He's like, put it under your kitchen sink. A lot of people put it in the cabinet above their stove. He's like, but the stove is the thing that is likely to be on fire in a house fire, right? So don't keep the fire extinguisher above the thing on fire. Put it somewhere where it's likely to be cold or maybe wet, but it's fine. You know what I mean? So,
oh, man.
Smart move. But yeah, I think, getting married, a birthday, anniversary, housewarming, whatever, a fire extinguisher, like, I don't think anyone would be like, oh, got me a fucking fire extinguisher. Because what does a fire extinguisher say? It says, hey, I don't want you to die.
I really care about you. Please don't die.
Yeah. No, I think when you get married, then the day after, you eat breakfast and stuff, and then you open your presents, right? So they've probably opened it by now. I don't know.
So they got him a present in this movie, and you got somebody a present last night. Is that what
yeah.
And it's big.
It's big. It's different. It's a different tool, but it's also a tool. But
it's a tool.
When you got married, was it like an actual wedding thing? Did you get presents and stuff? No.
No, because we just went down to the courthouse.
Yeah. Mine wasn't much more than that. We did get some presents.
One person did give us a gift at the party that we had later that night, and it was a really beautiful pair of champagne glasses. Really fancy ones.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you guys use them?
No.
Welcome to Earnful of Popcorn. I think this is episode 40.
Is it already? Shit.
Let's say yes. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. So anyways.
What's your name?
Oh, Timmy Williams. What's your name?
I'm Shandi Sullivan over here. Hello.
All right.
How you doing?
Good. Yeah, but it is August. Today it is August 16th, which means in 2 days it'll be Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day.
Woo, woo, woo.
August 18th is when the first movie takes place. 2024, the podcast, we did Texas Chainsaw, but we didn't start releasing episodes until October. And so we did that one as like a Halloween episode.
Yeah.
Right. But now we do it differently. So since then, we've been talking about a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie around Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day. So last year we did Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which means today we're talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, which is called Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. And it came out in 1990.
89?
No, I think 90, right? Let me look it up. January 12th, 1990. So, yeah.
It came out in January?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
For a long time, January's been a dumping ground for a movie they think isn't going to work and isn't going to be successful.
That's right. Dummies.
Well, but this one was not successful. So. And it didn't get super great reviews or anything either. Oh, look at this. It was slated for November 3rd, 1989. There was a trailer they made for this that is awesome. Basically, it makes it look like it's a trailer for Excalibur.
It's so hilarious.
Yeah. And then it's the hand coming out of the water is holding the chainsaw. And it's awesome.
Oh my God.
And as far as I know, they made the trailer before they started making the movie. And I believe somewhere it says Kane Hodder was Leatherface in that teaser.
What?
Yeah. He was also the stunt coordinator for the film.
So why didn't he play Leatherface?
He was already playing Jason, so maybe that's why.
That'd be cool, though, if he played him, too.
Yeah, but he did play him in that trailer, because they just made that before I think they were even done making the actual movie, or even if they had started. I forget.
Cool.
And I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode when we were talking about Jason movies, but he actually auditioned to play Freddy Krueger.
What?
Yeah, that went to Robert Englund, of course. But so that's how he and Robert became friends. Because Kane Hodder got horribly burned in a stunt way before he played any monsters. And so he's like, well, yeah, it's a burn victim guy. I'll play him.
You don't even need to put makeup on me. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I always like finding out who auditioned for certain roles and didn't get it.
Tom Selleck.
Oh my gosh.
You know that one? Tom Selleck was going to be Indiana Jones.
Him and that mustache.
Well, that's the thing, is he got Magnum PI. And I get it, but I can't
picture it.
It's very hard to separate that role from Harrison Ford now, of course. So.
No.
Nick Nolte auditioned for Han Solo and almost got it.
Okay.
And Patton Oswalt has a great bit about that because his attitude is way different than Harrison Ford's. So. Yeah, anyway, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. It was shot in 89. They wanted it to come out then, but it did not. It came out in January, and it tanked, and nobody really liked it. It was directed by Jeff Burr, who is some guy. Look at this. He directed Puppet Master 4 and 5.
I love our podcast. Some dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's directed Texas Chainsaw 3, Stepfather 2, Pumpkinhead 2, and Puppet Master 4 and 5.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's this dude.
I would guess that his name is often said this way. I suppose we should just call Jeff. Right. Like, oh, that guy dropped out. Let's call Jeff.
Nobody else wants to be a part of this. Yeah, he'll do it.
Yeah. So you have not seen this one very many times.
No, last night was only the second time ever. And to be honest, I really fucking enjoy it.
Oh, good.
A lot.
Good.
Like, a lot.
Okay, yeah. I can definitely see that. And when was the first time you watched it?
I think it was last year.
Oh, really? So not that long ago.
It was either last year or after we recorded the first Texas Chainsaw. And I think you had asked me,
yes,
well, have you even seen the other one?
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, come to think of it, I don't think I have. Like, especially I hadn't seen the third one.
Right. Okay, I remember that. So it's still new. It's still a pretty recent development for you.
Yeah.
And did you watch 4 around the same time then?
I think I did a thing where I hadn't seen 2 in a long time, never seen 3 or 4. I think I just had a couple month period where I just watched them all.
Okay, yeah. 4 is the McConaughey one.
Yeah. And I've only seen that one time.
Okay, yeah. That one's interesting. We'll talk about it this time next year, I'm sure. So yeah, Leatherface and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. So I only first saw it a couple years back, 2022, according to my Letterboxd. And I watched them all in quick succession. And that is a disservice to Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 to watch them in quick succession. Because what do you watch before them? 2 of the greatest movies ever made. You know? So it was hard for me to like it the first time I saw it.
I actually enjoy this one more than the second one.
Holy shit, goodbye.
Except for the ending.
I take back everything I said about this podcast next year, because this is it. I can't believe we just tricked everybody into thinking we were done last week, and now we're done because I'm mad at you. And I did enjoy it quite a bit this time. My only qualms with the movie really is there's a lot that I love about it. I think the first half is too slow.
Really?
Well, yeah, I think there's too much running around in the woods, you know? I think it just cuts back and forth a few too many times. But it might not even be that. The reason it might annoy me is because the boyfriend is still alive. That character fucking sucks.
He's so annoying.
He sucks. And his death, we'll talk about it. But, like, his death is good.
I mean, they're in a car traveling. They're in a relationship, and they are in, like, a bad spot. Because they don't want to be around each other. And then this is fucking going on. Like, God damn it.
Yeah. And, you know, and that's an interesting point, too, because, like, I didn't find it quite as realistic that she snaps so quickly. But now what you just said is like, well, it was already a stressful time for her. Mm-hmm. So maybe she was probably a little closer to the brink than she would have been in other situations. So that's a good point. But also, if you're dating that guy, you'd constantly be on the brink of murdering somebody. Because why the fuck is she even with him? He sucks.
He's a dingleberry.
Oh, dingleberry. Dude, I've had dingleberries that I pulled off and you get that like sensation of getting rid of it. That feels better than it must dating this dude.
I I'd rather date a dingleberry off my butthole than date you.
I also, like, every time I watch it, I can never remember the relationship of, like, the sister and brother or something. And it starts with the voiceover, like these always do, and some narration. And so this one, I don't know if you noticed this one kind of ignores part 2.
Yeah, completely.
Well, not completely. I'll get to that in a second. Because I used to say completely, and then I learned something today. But then it talks about how they caught one member of the Sawyer family after the discovery of the original murders, and W.E. Sawyer, and he was put to death by, I think they said lethal injection. And they thought the W.E. Sawyer was Leatherface.
Oh,
so they think he's gone.
Right.
They think he's dead, yeah.
When he put the mask on, it became his alternate personality.
Yeah, totally. Like, it's not just a guy. So I was thinking, so he's on death row. Do you know who Sister Helen Prejean was?
Mm-mm.
In real life? Okay, you know the movie Dead Man Walking with Susan Sarandon and Sean Penn?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the character she plays, but that's a real woman who I met once. And Sister Helen Prejean campaigned against the death penalty. So I wonder, if Leatherface was real and on death row, I wonder how she'd feel about that. Like, would she still be like, we gotta let him live? I don't know.
Well, you know what? Probably because he acts very childlike, so she'd probably feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
I
totally.
would.
Yeah. There's a moment in this movie that might not be what you think that made me feel very bad for him, but we'll talk about that too.
Same. And I bet it's the same exact thing.
You think so? Okay. Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm interested to see if it, we'll get there. I'm interested. Let's just lead up to it a little bit too, because this plot's pretty simple. Leatherface is around, and his family's going to eat people. The end. But, well, not really. But it's not much more complicated than that.
Well, no, you have to preface it, and the Sawyer family gets attractive.
Slightly.
They get very good looking.
One of them.
What?
Well, yeah.
They're all good looking.
Wait, you thought some of the other guys were hot?
Yes.
Wait, do you think Tink was hot?
Yes.
Okay, I can see that. But not Alfredo.
Yes.
Wait, Alfredo, the gas station guy who's a total pervert?
Yeah, he's so hot.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I was like,
oh, boy.
Everyone. The mom is pretty.
Yeah, okay. I can see that.
The little girl is pretty.
Sure.
Like, the whole family is gorgeous.
So maybe this is the hot offshoot of the family. Maybe you're right. But so we're told about these murders and stuff, and then that there might be murders happening, but no one knows for sure. And then it cuts to this car driving. You hear on the radio, they're talking about they just found a mass grave of old bodies. And then we meet, Michelle and her boyfriend, Ryan, who's a piece of shit. And we find out they're driving across country to deliver a car to someone in Florida, and then she's moving away. They're supposed to talk about it, but he's kind of just being a little bitch about it. And that's kind of how he is the whole movie. But, they turn on the radio. They finally get radio service because they're in the middle of nowhere. And they hear about these murders and stuff and how there's, traffic for the first time ever in this part of Texas because they found this huge mass grave. And so the cops had to, stop, and there was a lot of activity, so it was creating a traffic jam because they had to stop people, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so when it cuts to that at night, the first thing you see is a news reporter. Did you notice anything about them?
Mm-mm.
The news reporter is Caroline Williams, who played Stretch in part 2, the heroine.
Oh, I didn't even notice. The hell? I mean, it's only the second time I've ever seen it.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you? But then when I looked up in the credits, she is credited as Stretch. So it's the same character. Yeah.
Wow.
But so if they're ignoring the events of the other movie, that means she didn't go insane. And maybe that never happened to her. So after her radio career ended, maybe she eventually moved up into television. Maybe that's all it was. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
Someone probably noticed, man, this girl is way too hot to be on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a bab. Anyways.
Gosh, her legs. I always think about her legs.
But so she's in just for a second. But it is her.
Didn't even notice.
Yeah. And they show these guys working at the mass grave, and that is some pretty good, horrible, disgusting body goop.
Mm-hmm. The putrefied, mess, glop.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, they say the word for it, because Ryan, the boyfriend character, is pre-med or something, One of the Texan news guys is trying to say the word and he can't, so I forget what the word is. But so Ryan says it, and then he describes it. It's a creamy breakdown of body fat. And it's gross. I wrote Fulci would be proud because it's very gross.
It looks so nasty.
It does. It really does.
Like a soup. It looked like
ugh.
body soup.
Yeah, there's a few different mentions of soup in this.
I know. I noticed that
Very
towards the end. And I was
strange.
Like, these people, like human goop soup.
Ugh, yeah.
Yuck.
The lady, Kate Hodge, who plays Michelle, the main character, she hasn't done a much. She hasn't done a much, but she was also in Rapid Fire, which was Brandon Lee's second to last movie.
Oh, no.
It's a fun action movie. There's a great scene where these guys are chasing him through his kitchen. Because Brandon Lee, like I watched Showdown in Little Tokyo recently with Brandon Lee and Dolph Lundgren. Fantastic movie when you're in the mood for a dumb action movie.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's great. But he does a lot of his own stunts and martial arts. He was good. So anyways, there's a scene in Rapid Fire where some dudes come to attack him in his apartment or something. And he runs through his kitchen. And in like a fluid motion that they catch really well on camera, he pulls out his silverware drawer and just like throws shit at these dudes. And it's good. Anyway, so apparently she's in that movie. You know, it's kind of hitting the same beats as the first Texas Chainsaw, you know, because the first Texas Chainsaw, you meet some people in a car driving somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and then they go to this grave thing, and that's kind of what's happening here. They find this mass grave. And then she hits an armadillo with the car.
I yelled at the TV. I went, watch where you're fucking going.
Yeah.
You dumbass. Now look what you did. Poor thing.
Yeah, poor thing. And it's still alive. And so she's going to kill it with a rock. This is maybe the only, if you even would call this brave, this is the only brave action Ryan really takes. Although there's one other thing, I guess. But he's just such a wiener. But he does kill the armadillo for her, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Armadillos don't do well in these movies.
No.
Because the first one has that shot of a dead armadillo. Now, you're from Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
A few times in my life, I've had to drive through Missouri, and once you get to about halfway through the state headed south, I notice a lot of dead armadillos on the road in Missouri.
Yeah, we would see them when we would drive down south when we would go to Florida to visit our family sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet we've talked about this on every other Texas Chainsaw episode too, but whatever. The first time I drove down there, I never think of Missouri as the south, even though it's getting there.
Yeah, it's like when you go down to the Ozarks and stuff.
Sure.
And like you get down past there and you're about to hit Alabama. Because that's what we would do. We would kind of like drive to the middle of Missouri and then just go straight down the middle. And then hit Alabama and like hit Mobile and then go all the way down there. And then hit New Orleans. And then go east from there.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. See a lot of dead armadillos.
Yeah, my daughter volunteers at the zoo, and the armadillos are cool. She likes them.
They're so cute.
When they run, their legs go so fast. It's funny.
They're so cute. Their little noses.
And it's such a weird animal.
Oh, I love their little feet.
Oh, they're great. You know, and that's one of those animals where it's like, yeah, God's not real because some of this shit is way too random. Nobody planned the armadillo. It just, genetics happened, and now there's a cute little dog with donkey ears in armor.
It is cool that they look like roly-polies, but they're like big.
Yes.
Big roly-polies.
Armadillo, platypus, anteaters, like these are fucking freak shows that happen to be real animals. Like, there's nobody in charge. This is just nature kind of lashing out and creating things, I think. But anyways, whatever.
Yeah, they look cool, though.
Yeah, they hit an armadillo, they have to put it to death. Okay, you know, which I think it's a good way to introduce the concept of violence into the character's life.
Yeah, it's great. And there's a great callback to it later, which I love.
Oh, there is? You'll have to tell me.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Yeah,
remember.
at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like this movie, because there's some, like, good callbacks, and there's some, like, great moments where I just went, you know what? I fucking love this movie.
Man, you're opening me up to that, because that's a kind of a thematic thing, isn't it? Okay,
Yeah.
Interesting. So, talk about dead animals, though. I get sad. I'm going to get pretty sad here. They go to the gas station, the Last Chance gas station, and there is just an awful man working there who's really weird. And the first thing he does is, like, trick Well, Ryan goes in to go to the bathroom or whatever. Michelle's sitting in the car. And so one of those claw puppet things, grabber things, pops into the window and like scares her. And it makes a noise, but it has like fur and bones wrapped on it, just like a bunch of the stuff from the first Texas Chainsaw movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes a picture of her. And then what does he do? He tries to sell it to her.
Oh, yeah, because he tries to, like, it's mimicking...
Yes.
Him from the first one, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the hitchhiker thing. It's a good picture. $5, $3.69.
He's not as good at it, though. But
no, but since Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 does not happen in this universe, supposedly, right? And we don't for sure see the hitchhiker die at the end of the first one. Part of me thought maybe it's supposed to be him. I don't know.
I think he just likes pictures of ladies because the first shot of you even have of him is him sitting cutting into like magazine pics of girls
and talking to them.
Yeah, and then in the gas station he just has like a wall full of like pictures and like cut up. So I just imagine him like anytime he sees a woman, he takes a photo and then just like starts cutting it up.
Right. But the way he says it's a good picture is like identical. So that's why I was like,
yeah.
But then we see in the window there's dead bearded dragons.
Mm-hmm.
That made me very sad.
Poor Timmy.
Now I know Roy can't watch it. It'd be fucking traumatizing for her.
No.
Because she does watch TV,
No.
A lot of bearded dragons do, but yeah. I believe his girly pics are also covering up the peephole he uses to spy on Michelle once she goes to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Gross.
Also, at the gas station, somebody drops off an actual hitchhiker. And who's the hitchhiker, Shandi, since you're into it?
Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah, looking real good.
Good Lord.
Yeah, looking excellent.
Wow.
And this is when Ryan's in the bathroom, Michelle's in the car by herself, so it's like you could almost hear her panties get wet. When she sees Viggo Mortensen.
And she's like on the outs with this fucking dummy that she's got in the car with her. And like, look at this guy. Holy shit.
Yeah, here comes a fucking angel.
Yeah, and he's being like nice and protective.
Really charming. Really, really charming.
Yeah. And like, fuck that guy. Leave fucking Ryan there.
Yeah. In a few minutes, we'll get to something else, and then I'll mention why I think that character had to be hot. But whatever.
I think I'm going to agree with you, too.
Yeah, because I think it's part of the trick.
Yeah. And
so he's kind of defending her from this horrible gas station guy. And he says a lot of crazy shit. He says some crazy shit. But so when she goes in the bathroom, he's spying on her. And then Tex is trying to show Ryan a different route to take. Oh, this road won't be on your map yet because this map is from 1973. Well, what's 1973? When the Texas Chainsaw Massacre takes place. So this road's been put there since then because they probably built their own little road that was a little more remote since they had to avoid the police, So
what is it called? A cowboy shortcut?
Yeah, something like that. He's like, it's shorter. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my accent's coming out. Jesus. Cowboy shortcut.
I want to talk about that too. We'll get there in a second. About you and your voice and something, an idea I had. So anyways... No, not bad. I mean, I don't think it's bad. We'll get there.
You hillbilly.
Kinda. Anyways, but so he kind of talks Ryan into like, yeah, you should take this road. Okay, because Tex wanted them to take him with.
Yeah, and Ryan was like, we can't help you.
Yeah, Ryan was a dick to him.
Because he saw the chemistry that they had.
Yeah, absolutely he did.
He is threatened.
Yeah, he and his girlfriend are about to be on a break. You're not going to let this guy, who assuredly has a great penis, into your car. You know what I mean? Like, no. So, yeah, so they kind of were rude to him. And there is a whole thing here of uppity, yuppie scum judging rednecks.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem, if they are trying to make that theme, is that, well, the yuppies are right in this instance because they do suck. But there is that vibe, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Where they're made to be wienery, and because of Tex especially, it's like, well, this is a heroic redneck character.
Well, he also mentions, he's like, ooh, you got a nice car. Because I think they're driving, like a Mercedes?
Yeah, an old one, too.
Yeah.
It was very cool, whatever it was.
Yeah, it is.
And then they figure out that Alfredo, the gas station one, is spying on her. So then Tex goes and roughs him up, and they bring him out. And he's real pissed, and then he takes out a fucking shotgun and holds it at Tex. And then he says to Michelle, I'm going to fuck you in hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good threat.
He's just focused on her. He didn't say shit to Ryan or about Ryan. He's just all about the woman.
Yeah, he's like laser focused on her, and it's gross. He says a lot of horrible things. He's super, super, super misogynist, whatever you want to say. But he also said, it's Armageddon, you bitch. And then he says, you heifer butt. Did you notice that?
Heifer butt, yeah.
Yeah. Which makes sense, because then he says heifer butt later. So I'm like, okay, so it was heifer butt. Because at first, before I turned the subtitles on, I thought it was saying heifer bitch, which to me is unnecessary, because a heifer is a lady cow. So I was like, well, whatever. But yeah, heifer butt. What?
What?
And so, you know what else word I bet this guy uses? I bet he says fart head.
Yep.
He's definitely that kind of guy, right?
Fart head.
You fart head.
Oh, that was a good voice.
You fart head. What I just did there, I wish I could just have my pervert gas station and look at women's pussies when they don't know it and just have everybody leave me alone so I could kill bearded dragons and be the worst person ever. Anyways, but yeah, so he's holding a shotgun on him, and then Tex, Viggo Mortensen's character, is like, just go, get out of here. So they take off.
Fuck out of here.
And in the rearview mirror, they see this guy shoot Tex with a shotgun. With the shotgun.
Yeah, he's fucking shooting at him. Holy shit.
So he's like, just go. He just shot Tex with a gun. Michelle's like, what? He shot him? We got to go to the cops because she likes him. We need to stop and get the cops and help him. He's like, just drive. He's probably secretly happy that the guy got killed, as far as he knows.
Yeah, I forgot a lot about this movie. And at first I thought she was going to be like, we got to turn around and go help him. But that's not what happened.
Right. But you remember what the Viggo Mortensen character was, probably,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. He is the best part of this movie. He's the best actor in this movie by a country mile. He's amazing in this movie.
Oh, he's fabulous.
So they take off. Now it's getting to be nighttime, which is bad for them. And we see this truck rev up in the garage at the gas station. And it's like a big, weird old truck. It's got fur and shit on it, too. And it revs up and starts driving away. But Alfredo is still outside the car, holding the shotgun, be like, yeah, go get him. It's Armageddon, bitch. Which is funny that he says that, and the car looks like it's from Mad Max. So, but so who's driving?
I know. I'm like,
yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Well, my first thought was, is Leatherface in there? Like, he was in there the whole time?
Yeah.
Like, he saw everything that went down and is like,
Ooh.
Oh, shit. These people are being mean to my family.
Yeah.
I gotta go get them. And I'm like, oh, shit.
But as the Joker would say, oh, shit, sorry. But as the Joker would say, it's all part of the plan. So, so that's why he would stay there, I think. If he were there. If that's him. We don't really know. Anyways, I can't believe I did that again. Not even thinking about it.
Yep, there it was.
The problem is that character and that performance of that character in that film is just so great. And, whenever you talk about other psychopaths, it just works. Anyway, so one thing the Sawyer family seems to be good at is driving without your headlights on. Because they did it in the second movie, too.
Yeah.
Not only that, knowing when to turn your headlights on once it is dramatically appropriate.
Yeah. That's also why I thought maybe Leatherface was in there, because he is in the truck in the second one.
Yes, yeah, it's his thing, we know.
So I think that's where my mind was. Oh, like half the family's going to be in this truck.
I think we're meant to think that. And actually, we don't know that he wasn't. I think he probably was. It's just that he was not the only one in there. So they notice this truck's following them. Michelle's like, oh my God. And Ryan, like a classic shitty dude, says what? You got to calm down. And then he's yelling at her to calm down. It's like, well, who needs to calm down, fucker?
This is not a calm fucking situation.
Well, no. And also, if you want someone to calm down, he's yelling the entire time. You gotta calm down. It's like, you are yelling.
Take your own fucking advice,
Yeah,
bro.
fucking, what an asshole. I mean, clearly this relationship should be over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about to be. But they were already going to end it, and that's good for her. Maybe she'll meet another sexy cowboy.
Silver lining.
Gee, miss, I don't know how I ended up all the way up here, but I tell you, me and my six-pack and really nice-looking dick don't know what to do. Can you help us? You know, I ain't ever been in a big city before. You know what I like? I like buying a nice woman a meal and then fucking her nicely with a condom on. Do you like it when people do that? Anyways.
Do you like it when people do that?
Whatever.
Funny.
This is a good move. I don't remember any other movies where this happened. So the truck pulls up next to them, and what do they do to make the car crash?
Is that a wolf or a fox?
I think it's a coyote, probably.
A dead coyote? They just throw it on the windshield?
Yeah, they just throw a dead animal on the car. Good move. Because they're fucking freak out. They're, oh my God. And so they think they hit another animal, you know?
Scary.
Yeah, they mentioned that. And so they crash the car, and it pops a tire.
I think we've talked about this before on here about, like, driving on a road. I don't know if it happened to you in the nighttime.
Yes.
Hitting a deer, like, while you're driving.
Because you mentioned it happened a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just very, very scary.
It is. Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
And so, you know, they notice that, and then their tire's out, so we got to fix the tire. And one thing I like about their relationship is they fix the tire together. Okay. Like, they're both doing stuff. It's not like the boy knows how to do it and the girl doesn't. They're both, like, kind of doing it. Okay, good. But so he starts finishing it up, and she's like, I think I hear the truck. And he's like, that doesn't sound like a truck, because it's like this metal whining sound, like a hinge almost.
Oh, yeah, it's when she has the light, and he's like, give me the light! I'm trying to finish! And she's like, no, I gotta see what the fuck this is.
Yeah, at that point, he's just screwing the lug nuts back on. It's like, you can do that in the dark, you bitch. But anyways,
yeah, just feel for it.
Yeah, just do it. But yeah, and we see some legs. One of the legs has a brace on it, which is making the squeaky noise. So I'm thinking he got an injury on his leg in the first movie. So is it because of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's
I love that.
Yeah. And so, yes, it turns out to be, who they call in this movie, Junior.
Junior.
Bubba. I almost said Bubba Face because I was thinking how he's Bubba in the last movie, Junior in this one, Bubba Face. No, Leatherface.
Bubba Face.
And he's like chasing them and stuff. And they're freaking out, so they get in the car and take off before he gets the tire all the way back on.
I like that he has a limp and that his brace is like an old-timey metal thing.
Yeah, for sure. I wore leg braces briefly as a small kid, a young kid.
Did you have a spinal thing?
No, it was just like my legs were kind of like turned in a little bit.
So you were bow-legged a little bit?
Not bow-legged, it was almost like pigeon foot.
Pigeon foot, sorry.
I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. Maybe pigeon toe? I don't know. I can't remember. No, pigeon toe is something else.
How long did you have to wear them?
Oh, I barely remember it. It was maybe 5 or 6, just till my feet kind of were straightened out a little bit. And they still maybe do that a little bit. But I mean, whatever. It's something I don't even hardly remember until I'd like see a movie with a leg brace. I'm like, oh yeah, I had one of those.
Interesting.
He tries to kill them. They drive off, and he's hitting the car with a chainsaw, but he's only standing there, and he limps now, so he can't catch him. But he does like pull the back bumper of the car off. And that's scary.
He's very strong.
Speaking of scary, I don't like Leatherface's face in this one as much.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I feel like they tried to make it scary, and that doesn't work.
The stitches look so bad.
Yeah.
That looks just so dumb.
Yeah.
And, probably like the other movies, they had multiple variations of it, and I don't know why this was the one.
Yeah. Well, this movie in general is the first one that actually feels like a cheap horror movie sequel. And maybe not even cheap, because it's pretty good looking, and there's some cool stuff in it. But the score and the cinematography and just the kind of general feeling of it is just not at the level of the first 2 movies, to me.
No, not at all.
So that would be part of it. Because I think Leatherface is much more scary when it's just kind of a face and it doesn't look sinister, because he's trying to just have another face. And there's some nice moments in this where he looks at himself with the leather face, and it's clear he wants it just to be a face. But it already looks too monstery, I think.
Yeah, it's too monstery. I mean, they do his teeth really good. His teeth look cool, like all jagged and weird.
His lips.
Yeah, he does the lip thing, which was cool.
His lip looks horrible. So, in a good way, in a good way.
Yeah, so I'm just like, what?
Well, it's one of those things. Why this movie to me is not as much of a classic, because it's like lots of good choices and some that take me out of it, So, but I mean, every time I watch it, because it's only the third or fourth time I've seen it, and every time I watch it, I do like it more and more. And there's so much that I'm on board with here. So, they get away from Leatherface. They're going down the road. He gets back in the truck, and somebody is driving him, and they take off after Ryan and Michelle. And then we cut to maybe the only black character in any of these movies.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There's not a lot of black people in these films. So, and it's played by Ken Foree, who fucking rules.
Hell yeah.
And we've talked about him before, because he's in Dawn of the Dead. So,
Yay!
in this period of his career, and I might have mentioned this, he was in this. He's also in Death Spa and in From Beyond. And both those, there's scenes where he's like in little tiny briefs running around. So he doesn't get to do any almost nudity in this one. But he's playing Benny.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's driving down the road in his Jeep, listening to some sort of funk kind of music or whatever. And the truck is chasing them. And they are driving, and they suddenly see Tex come out from the side of the road.
Yeah.
And so they swerve. Well, they swerve into Benny's Jeep because he was coming the other way.
Yeah, that crash is scary.
Yeah, it is scary. And that shit happens out on little roads like that.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, Benny says, all I could see was your headlights. And you know what? That's why I fucking hate these new bright headlights. Because even in town, there's times with like, for a split second, all I could see was headlights. What if something happened?
Dude, those LED, they have them on the fucking e-bikes here and on people's scooters. And they'll get on the sidewalk. So even late at night, like I'll turn a corner to go down and like all I see is the fucking LED in my face.
Ugh.
I can't even see where I'm fucking going.
Yeah, but we could see the inside of your skull because it's probably fucking X-ray. You know what I mean? It's terrible.
God.
I always say the brighter the headlights, the less times that person has given another human being an orgasm.
So there's that thing. So like when you live in the middle of nowhere and you're on a highway, and yes, you can have your brights on, but once you see another car, you dim them.
Flip them off, dude.
Turn your brights down.
But that's not the problem with the LEDs.
No.
The LEDs are already that bright on normal mode. And my friend Lee explained to me why. Because there's a rule in America for the auto industry that a headlight has to use a minimum amount of wattage, which is power, right? Well, the whole thing with LEDs is you get just as much light from less power. So if you make an LED run at the same wattage as a normal headlight, it's going to be a lot brighter. That's the problem. So they have to make them that way. And why isn't it this? Lumens, right? You can measure light that way. So why is lumens not the governing figure there? You know what I mean?
Fuck LEDs. Fuck them in the face.
Dude, they suck. And because of that, though, it's hard for me to get mad at the people with them. But also, it's like, it's there. Fucking don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, get another one. Anyways, but so they crash, and it's too bad. And, well, it's maybe not so bad because they get to meet Benny.
I thought they were dead at first, and I was like, oh, shit.
They seem like they might be. And Benny's Jeep is kind of fucked up as well. But Benny's okay, and he's in good shape, so he goes and helps them. And he's like, I come out here all the time, every weekend, me and my buddies, because they do like a survivalist camp.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, and this is back in the day when a movie could have, like survivalists, conspiracy theorists, vigilante gun nuts, and they could be heroes and portrayed as like fun kooks, and now it's like, well, they're dangerous. It's like how many action movies in the 80s, like a cop playing by his own rules.
Yep.
And we're made to be happy about it, So this is kind of like that. But in the movies, we can just have him be a fun guy who happens to know a lot of military shit, which turns out to be helpful, So
to the rescue, Benny. Yeah.
He also has pills, and
even though they're like all fucked up, I mean, she's like out, but Ryan's like, dude, there's this dude fucking chasing us. Like, we're being hunted.
And he's like, don't you understand? He goes, oh yeah, man, militant lumberjacks. I see them all the time.
Oh yeah.
So Benny doesn't believe him. And so he finds out they're right soon. But before he finds out that they're right, he gives them both a heavy painkiller.
Mm-hmm.
Which he meant well.
Yeah, you guys are in pain. Here, let me help.
Yeah, and he didn't know they'd have to get out of there soon.
Yeah. There's a gotcha, it's a little chainsaw.
Yeah, and then, because then the girl, she's kind of passed out or whatever, once he wakes her up and helps her out, and he's helping her, she's like, we got to get out of here before they come. He's like, oh shit, you guys are serious?
Yeah, come look at our car. Like, look what he did to the fucking car. And that guy's like,
yep.
That's a big chainsaw.
Yeah, dude. Uh-oh. And then they're like, wait, what's wrong with me? He's like, I gave both of you painkillers.
Time to go to sleep.
Oh, God. So he basically tells them to pass out. I'll go handle this.
Oh, so scary. That scares me.
That is scary. Dude, to be drugged?
Yeah, knowing that, like, that's out there and I'm about to just be prey.
Yeah.
I'm just a sitting duck.
You're totally right. And it's not just being asleep. Like, you know, when you get put to sleep by, like, drugs and stuff for surgery or whatever, or because your upstairs neighbor dates a pharmacist. That happened in Brooklyn once. Anyway, so, but you know that when you pass out because of pills or even just from drinking a lot, it is not just being asleep. You know, you're, like, done.
Yeah, you feel like you've lost time.
Sure. Yeah. In fact, they say that, I think, when they eventually do wake up. But so Benny's like, I'll go handle this, because he's a survivalist dude. He's been doing military training with his buddies, which means he has a gun that I think he calls his gun Lucille, or is his Jeep Lucille, because he says almost home Lucille, and I don't know what he's talking to.
I forget what he was mentioning or referencing.
Well, he just says that, and he's standing by the Jeep and has the gun, so it's like, well, who's Lucille?
No, it could be either.
Is Lucille related to Kathleen from Friday the 13th, Part 6?
Oh.
The liquor bottle. Maybe his bottle of pills is Lucille, and Lucille and Kathleen are real fun girls, you know? Because she was a bottle of liquor.
Oh my God.
You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. 400 children in a crop in the fields. Been through some sad times, lived through some... Anyways, what a great song. Oh, God. So also, speaking of girls, there's another girl we have seen a couple times in quick shots. Someone dirty and gross wandering through the woods. And we actually see the beginning credits through her eyes because she's watching Leatherface like make new shit out of new dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the credits play over. And after that, you see this little girl's face. And you don't see her for a while. So
we do get a door slam there too, which is the only time it happens in the movie. At the very, very, very beginning.
Wow, I forgot about your door slam thing. That's good.
Yeah, the only time it happens in the movie.
But at least it does. But Benny's out running around, and he goes back to his Jeep, and now there's like flares put up. And here's another redneck who Shandi wants to have sex with. And this one turns out to be named Tink. I love this character. This guy's interesting.
Yeah, Tink's great.
And that actor is awesome. That actor is in other stuff. I forget the actor's name. It's Joe something.
Yeah, he looks very familiar.
Joe Unger. He's in a whole bunch of stuff. He's one of those guys that you've seen. And he still acts, too. So he's older now. He's 70 some odd. But, he's in Roadhouse. That's why. And he was in Total Recall. And he's in Escape from New York.
That's why he looks so familiar.
He's in A Nightmare on Elm Street. Huh. He plays Sergeant Garcia. So next time I watch that, I'll have to look for him. He was also in Pumpkinhead 2, which this guy directed. That's interesting. But so he's got like a tow truck or something. And Benny's like, you got to help me. And he's like, isn't technology great? Look at these flares. This guy's obsession with technology is really interesting.
Yep.
Because there are all these backwoods rednecks, but this one likes technology. I like that.
Even though his hand is like...
Yeah, he's got an old school claw hand.
Yeah.
And speaking of the beginning, one more time, when they're showing the credits and you just see these shots, it's similar to that Nightmare movie where you see Freddy making the claws. But when you're seeing Leatherface making stuff, there's an arm, a skeleton arm, that seems to have a metal hand. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Because, like, that didn't look like a normal fake hand. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, but so this guy has a fake hand, and he seems to just be a normal, helpful dude. Then he starts talking about how beautiful the flares are and how he loves technology. He's like, okay, but that's just fire. But then Benny keeps being like, you got to help me. We got to get out of here. Because now he's seeing it. He knows what's going on, you know? So
It's like, you got to help me flip my Jeep up. He's like, what do you think the fucking flares are for?
yeah. So Benny walks over to the truck and sees a chainsaw in the back.
Uh-oh.
He's like, hold on. I got to get something out of my car.
Girl, can you just give me a couple seconds?
I have to assemble an assault rifle. Get my cigarettes. So he goes and starts assembling it, and then the guy says something. I forget what he says. Basically, he knows that now the jig is up.
I like this moment because it's very tense. You're like, when's he gonna turn those fucking lights on? Oh,
there's a shot on the headlights, and they're just dark, and they're dark, and they're dark. You're like, I know they're gonna turn on.
Shit.
Yeah, and they do. And then he just drives at him, and Benny has to jump out of the way. And now the Jeep's totaled. So if the Jeep's name was Lucille, R.I.P. Lucille.
Bye, Lucille.
Then the truck like takes off or something. Benny goes through the woods, and he encounters Leatherface first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he meets the girl during that thing. So, and if the gun's name is Lucille, she also gets it because like he encounters Leatherface, and pretty much right away Leatherface like cuts the barrel off the gun or something, doesn't he?
No, I think he uses the gun to brace against the chainsaw.
Oh, okay. Because he does use the gun later, so it must not be broken. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, Lucille. You made it. But yeah, so he kind of, he's getting his ass kicked by Leatherface. But what's cool about this character is because he's done survival training and Benny's like bigger because Ken Foree's a big guy. This fight feels fair for a little bit because he like actually seems to know some moves, some martial arts kind of stuff. He kind of kicks him and throws him around a little bit, but it's still fucking Leatherface. Benny knocks the chainsaw away from Leatherface, and Leatherface takes out a tiny saw.
Oh, the tiny saw!
Like a surgical saw with just a tiny spitting blade on it.
Well, doesn't that happen in the second film? There's a tiny saw?
I think it does. Yeah. Maybe it's the same one. Or no, it's not because that movie didn't happen or whatever. But, wow.
The tiny saw. I mean, it's almost like he has it in a holster, like ready to go.
Yeah, it's just like, in case of emergency, break glass, take out tiny cute saw, you know.
In case of emergency.
Well, you know, the thing is not everybody's going to have saw-based emergencies, but fucking Leatherface will, because his life is all about saws. He's going to need backup, you know.
Or that's the first saw that he ever had. It's like his baby rattle, but it's a saw.
Yeah, maybe.
Tiny saw.
I bet in the end of number 2, when Lefty Enright takes out 2 chainsaws to fight Leatherface will probably like, oh shit, 2. I could have 2. Then if I lose one, I have another one.
he pulls out a saw and then his tiny little one in the other hand.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be funny. But it is a funny little moment. But yeah, how does he get away from him?
Oh, because the girl goes, over here.
Yes, yeah.
Over here. Do you want me? I'm the one you want, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, shit. The one that got away. The one that's been creeping up on me while I'm working.
Yeah, while I'm working, watching me make my art.
I gotta get her. I like her character a lot.
Yes, I have a lot to say about her. We can start that in a second. I'll just say that. So he chases her.
I'm gonna turn on my air.
Okay.
And put it on low.
Sarah distracts Leatherface, so he takes off after her, and Benny's now there, and he can kind of gather his thoughts. But Sarah kind of loses Leatherface and backtracks and meets Benny, and he's like, holy shit. I forget what he says. So her whole deal is she was out with her sisters. They got killed by Leatherface. She's the only survivor. So she's been staying in the woods by herself.
Yeah, I think she said for like a week or something. Like,
yeah,
she's been running around for like a week.
Yeah, and she's like talking and seems normal sometimes, but then she's kind of crazy. I had to eat a fucking rat raw. It's like, whoa. And did you notice she mentions how her and her sisters got trapped?
Oh, no.
We met a nice man, and we thought he was in trouble.
Oh, the fucking Tex, you motherfucker.
Yes. So it's not long after this that we discover that Tex is actually a Sawyer family member. So in case anybody didn't already figure that out. But she's like, yeah, we tried to help him, and he tricked us, and everybody died except me, and now I've been living in the woods, and I ate a fucking rat. It's like, okay. So that's why I think Viggo Mortensen's character had to be a hot guy. That's their plan. He's going to trick people by being nice and charming and, you know, shitting the grid and swinging dick kind of cowboy dude and trick people into coming out there.
Yeah, he doesn't look sinister.
No, he doesn't look like a crazy person like the rest of them do. And they all have, like, weird physical gimmicks, and he does not.
Nope.
Alfredo's got a dead eye. Tink has a fake hand. The mom has a tracheotomy thing. Leatherface has a lot going on in that department. And so, you know, there's like, and then you have this perfect, handsome man, you know, so obviously it's his job to trick people. And he's the bait, you know, so. But this character, Sarah, yeah, I really like her too. And so you wanted to talk about her. What did you want to say about her?
I like that we have someone alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody that's still surviving, but for some reason she can't get out of the woods, and I guess it's because of all the booby traps and stuff.
Yes, yep.
But I love that they threw that character in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, man, if Benny wanted, like, to have a survival...
Yeah, good point. If he was looking for some survival training, yeah, you've graduated to the next level, bitch. Here is some serious
like,
survival training.
Yeah, like, here it is.
Eating a fucking rat. You know, that's survival.
And he even says, he's like, oh, yeah, we just do it on the weekends for fun.
Yeah,
this girl has literally been doing it for a week for real.
Yeah, for real.
And she's helping you.
Yeah, she's helping him. And, you know, at some point we also see him defeat one of their traps.
Mm-hmm.
Because she did mention, like, the woods are full of traps, I've been seeing here. But so here's what I think. I like that character a lot. And I kind of think it'd be, and like I said, I like this movie a little more every time I watch it. But I kind of would like to see a version of this movie where Michelle and Ryan are portrayed as the main character, but then they get Drew Barrymore and screamed. You know, they get killed towards the beginning of the movie. And then Benny's running around and meets Sarah, and they're the main characters. And maybe even have Sarah survive into a sequel, into a part 4.
Yeah.
And have her be like the lady who takes on Leatherface. I think that'd be cool, 'cause she's a cool character.
Yeah, it would be interesting to, like, have her then end up, like, hunting the Sawyer family.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Like, she's lost her fucking mind.
Yeah, so she's kind of crazy. So Benny's still there to help keep her in check, and he's the one that can help defeat the traps so they can work together, you know?
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
That's not what happens, but they do get to have a cigarette break together. And she does give Benny something that ends up helping him a lot. Because he has some smokes. He doesn't have a lighter. She has a lighter. So they have a cigarette together. And he's like, I gotta go try and help these people. He wants to go help Michelle and Ryan. And Sarah's like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah, they're gonna die soon.
Oh, yeah, that's what she said. They're gonna die soon. She's basically, just hang out and smoke with me, brah. They're gonna die soon.
Yeah. What's the hurry?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Ken Foree characters are always good dudes, like solid dudes. Like, because we talked about in Dawn of the Dead how at the end when it's just the two of them, like, he treats her very respectfully and everything, remember?
Yep.
And in this, he's like that with Sarah. He's like that with Michelle, you know? Like, he's like a good man, you know? And so he's just great. And he's just a good personality. I always like to see him in a movie. And, yeah, but he's like, I gotta go do this. And so he does. And that is when he finds this gross-ass swamp.
Ugh.
And he meets Alfredo.
The bog.
Yeah. Oh, a bog. That's a good word for it. Bog.
Ugh.
Now, one thing about the bog I had a thought of. Do you think that is water, or is it all the dead body goop?
That's dead body goop.
Do you think it's that much? Because that's a lot. But they've been doing that forever, so it could be.
Because think of, like, all the fat and, like, body heat. Like, that's what the fog is.
Sure. Well, and, you know, we see it in a smaller amount earlier when they see the cops digging up the grave, so it would make sense. Now we're presented with a larger version of it, which is right by the Sawyer residence, where they're obviously killing more people, you know? So, which makes it real gross when people fall into it.
Oh, the slime. Can you imagine getting that in your mouth?
Yeah. And Alfredo, the character is so such a horrible person, but God, he's funny in this scene. And then towards the end of the movie when he shows up again, he's funny. Mister, there's something you need to know. I'm afraid of guns, so don't point that at my face or something. The guy who was shooting at people 10 minutes ago.
Oh, he's throwing body parts into the bog, and he has the head.
Yes.
And he kisses it, and he's like, I used to like you. I don't like you no more. And like, just chucks the lady's head into the fucking swamp. So gross. I wrote kissing.
Oh, God, it's so gross.
He spits in the head's mouth before he kisses it, and I wrote, geesh.
That's not sexy, in my opinion.
It's nasty.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, he's throwing dead body parts into the bog.
And he's like yelling and complaining. He's like, God, I gotta do all the work.
Yeah, he does that all the time. Complains about his position in the family and how they make him do all this stuff. Which is also like the hitchhiker. Because the hitchhiker in the first one, me and Leatherface, we do all the work. You know, so it's kind of similar to that thing.
Yep.
But he's an interesting character. Like, he's a horrible person, but he is pretty funny, the way he talks to people. And I think he just says some shit, and Benny hits him in the face with the gun, and then Alfredo falls in the bog. And yeah, we kind of assume he's dead, because they show some bubbles, and then the bubbles stop. And obviously it might be insanely gross, melted dead people water, so, you know. And then we leave Benny for a while. After Sarah, the girl who's been surviving in the woods, has her cigarette, Leatherface catches her and kills her, like, right after that.
Oh, that's right up against a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, that scene's cool, too. All the blood starts, like, going up on her face.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool shot.
Yep. And then Benny hears it off in the distance, goes, oh, shit. Like, because he knows what it means, you know.
Yeah, and I went, oh, no, she didn't make it.
Yeah, which, like I said earlier, I kind of wish she did, because there's an interesting character. And it's been kind of intercutting, but basically what's going on is, so Michelle and Ryan finally wake up after their drug sleep. And they're like, what the fuck is happening? Where are we? What's going on? And they're like, oh, yeah, that's right. We're being chased by somebody with a chainsaw. We got to get the fuck out of here. Which doesn't work. They're trying to get out of there, get back to their car, figure out what to do. And Ryan hits a booby trap and falls over. And here comes Leatherface. And one of Ryan's only like 2 moments of bravery. He says, just go to Michelle.
Leave me.
At this point, she doesn't know Tex is a bad guy yet. So she's like, okay, I'm going to meet back up with Tex and suck his dick, you know? So, but so she runs off and she hears him screaming and the chainsaw going off. And well, just like often happens in these films, she sees a house. Oh, good, a house.
Not this house.
Yeah. And here's one of the movie's other brilliant touches. She gets in the house and there's a little girl there.
She's a pretty little girl.
Oh, she's a pretty little girl. A little dirty.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, she's alone in this house. I don't know. Well, that's why she's dirty. She probably needs help. It's probably how Michelle is seeing it. Well, so she goes upstairs with the girl. Oh, man.
Her little doll. I want that doll.
I don't.
Like, if they made those, like, as merch, I'd be like, give me one.
I was thinking, like, when the truck showed up earlier in the movie, they were like, chainsaw guy truck. I was like, were they going to make action figures and toys? Because that seems like, hey, kids, here's the new Leatherface truck, you know?
Yeah.
Because they used to make toys out of R-rated movies at that time.
Yeah, you could get the chainsaw, you could get the truck, you could get the little girl's doll.
Sure, it'd be fun. But so she takes Michelle upstairs, and there's some weird stuff in there. It looks like a nice room, a nice wallpaper. There's a dollhouse, but just like any Sawyer family residence, there's fur and bones all over the fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what's your name? And she holds up the doll. She goes, this is Sally. And Sally Hardesty, obviously, the heroine of the first movie. And they mention in the scroll at the beginning, when they're talking about what happened in the past, that she died in an insane asylum. Mm-hmm. So it's a little crazy that they have this doll with the name Sally. And so this doll is like a doll, a regular little doll of a girl, but its head's been ripped off, replaced with a tiny skull. But what is this skull? It looks like a real skull, but it's really small.
It looks like a baby's head.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
And there's like some comments that happen later around the kitchen table.
Yes, yep.
And I went, oh My God.
You're right. They killed a native baby, and that's the skull. You're totally right.
It's what I think, or like they had a stillborn or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, we can make this into a doll.
Oh, look, it came out ready to eat.
Oh my
so,
God. It came out ready.
So that's probably it. Yeah. She's like, this is Sally. And Michelle's like, okay. And then she kind of like kneels down or something to try and help this girl. And the girl takes out a knife and like gets this evil grin on her face and stabs her in the leg. And that's when we see Tex is standing right behind Michelle.
Oh, shit.
Tex is bad. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think I did go, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Out loud. Like,
yeah.
Oh, no, she's fucked.
Yeah, and they're not super explicit with the relations here, but I would say that Tex and Tink and Alfredo are brothers, and so they're more brothers related to Chop Top and the Hitchhiker and all those guys. And that this is their sister because we find out there's been more babies being made. God. So after that, it's like, oh shit, he caught her. It's cutting back to some of the other stuff we already talked about. It cuts back to her screaming, basically.
I like the shot of him driving the nails into her hand to keep her in place, and he's like, how do you like Texas?
That is fucking amazing. And the way he does it, it's like he's still just being nice. Oh, it's beautiful.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Like, is he concierge?
Yeah, he is. He's the concierge. He's the maid for the traps, but he's like, and then after we bring them here, before we kill them and eat their flesh, we would like you to make sure that they're having a good time. So, yeah. But he's incredible in this movie, and like, he's sinister. He has some real sinister smiles, but everything he says pretty much is in that tone of voice.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like Texas? Except when a little bit later, Tink calls him Eddie, which must be his real name, and he does not like that.
I told you to call me Tex.
Which makes me think like maybe it's a reference to Ed Gein, So.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Could be.
Could be. So this is where I had this thought. Viggo Mortensen's a great Sawyer family member, a little different than we've done in the past with this family. And I'm always doing voices. Almost every episode about a Texas Chainsaw movie, I've said that in an alternate universe, I played one of those brothers. Mm-hmm. Like, they kept making these, and I eventually got to be a Sawyer guy. Love it. And, I do the impression of the Hitchhiker. Have you had head cheese? It's real good. But I think Shandi could be a Sawyer family member, too. Because you're just talking about your accent, but I wrote this down hours ago. I think he could also be a Sawyer family member. So give us something. Give us something Sawyery.
You like meat?
But you can do the accent. and just
I
like with Viggo.
Inhaled.
Huh?
I inhaled for some reason, and I had like air caught in my throat.
Oh, God. You okay?
I could probably be Mama.
You can do that, but I think you could be a Viggo character too, because you're better looking than most people and they would use you for bait. Or you would probably have a lot of fun, have like fucking fucked up body parts, right? That'd probably be fun.
Yeah, I'd probably have like a knife and like be cutting into them while they were like nailed to the chair.
Well, sure, but I'm talking about like character wise. Like, would you want to be like Viggo and be the normal looking person who like lures people, but you are just as crazy as the rest? Or would you want to have some horrible body disfigurement? Because everybody else, like I said, has something wrong with them. What would your disfigurement be if that's the route you go?
This is like something I'd really have to take time to think about.
Okay.
Because you know how much we like these movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you think about it. We'll keep talking. Maybe later I'll check back in.
But like you said, like everyone, even like the mama has like the thing in her neck. I'm surprised they didn't have her like smoking out of the like hole in her neck.
Yeah.
Like I'm really shocked that they didn't do that.
It might not even be why she has it. Probably got cut with a chainsaw when he was mad or something.
Yeah, but I feel like crazy people like know they're not supposed to be doing shit, but they keep doing it because they're like,
yeah.
Is it masochistic or sadistic when you like self-harm?
Masochistic.
Masochist, yeah.
And I only know that because Kill Bill taught me that. And we just watched Kill Bill again.
Oh, yeah, you guys just did.
You see, I'm not sadistic. In this moment, I'm at my most masochistic because he was in love with her.
Yeah, so I guess like M for me, this is a good way to like remember it.
Right.
I probably have like one big like weird mole or something that had like hair coming out of it.
Where? Where on your face?
Probably like right by my lip.
Right by your lip? Oh, that's so gross.
Right by the lip.
Then you gotta have a scene where you kiss somebody.
But it's a beauty mark, and so I would be like putting like lipstick on it or something.
Or like combing the hairs out of it.
And like I have a name for it, and I'm always licking it.
Ah, God! Yeah. Oh, this is great. This is horrible. But this is great. See, now there need to be more of these movies. So, what would your name be? Like, because they have nicknames. What would your nickname be? Molly. Spots. Oh my gosh, Shanthrax would even work. So there you go.
Spots.
Spots would be good. Oh God.
Molehead.
Molehead?
Molehead.
And me, I would be the triplet brother of Nubbins and Chop Top. I'd probably have an eye patch, I think.
You'd have an eye patch? Okay.
Yeah, I want to be called like Smelly. Or it has to be weirder than that, doesn't it? Maybe like
Stinky.
Stinky, gutsy, or blubber. Whatever. But this is a good conversation. This is important that we know this about each other, who we would be.
I think like I would be one of those characters that like thought she was pretty.
Yeah.
But like is not socially pretty.
Socially pretty.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
But like my hair is still done like really nice, like in a bouffant or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had like 1950s like set hair. Like I have gnarly teeth, but still have like pretty makeup on. Like I don't look deformed or anything, but I just have like this big nasty fucking mole that I put lipstick on. Like I don't put lipstick on my lips, I just put it on the mole.
It's reminding me of that character in Fury Road that has the two tumor bubble things and he draws faces on them.
Yeah.
So you could be like that. Anyways, this is a good character. I don't know who we write to because Toby Hooper's dead. I don't know who has control of the franchise.
Hi, my name's Molehead.
There you go.
You like my mole?
You like my mole? You want to kiss my mole?
My mole wants kisses. But it's also like a pimple, like underneath the mole, so that like it like stuff comes out of it.
Ah! Gross. This is gross. I'm probably muted on Discord now a couple times, and you didn't know because I keep going like, ah!
Ew, gross.
But so now that we know that Texas is bad, how do you like Texas? So fucking great. And so now we just spend time with the family, seeing all the characters and their quirks and stuff. And
Grandpa.
Yeah, the mama rolls in. She's got a tracheotomy thing, and she's eating something out of a jar. I don't know what it is. It looks like just fucking guts.
I don't know. I don't want to know what's in there.
Yeah, well, later, when she's setting the table for dinner, it's like in a serving dish. I don't know if it's the same thing or not, but it looks like the same thing.
But Mama's pretty.
Yeah.
Everybody's a little sweaty and dirty, but like everybody's good looking.
They're better looking, and there is less deformity in this one. Because like Alfredo's deformity does make him kind of look attractive because he's got a cool dead eye. Mm-hmm. And Tink just has a hand missing, you know. The little girl doesn't seem to have anything wrong with her either.
And Tink's got that cool like earring.
Yeah, he's got a good look.
Yeah. The only person that looks like a Sawyer family is Grandpa.
Yeah, who's dead, but then he still bleeds.
I think because they're feeding him. Because you know there's that moment they're handing cups of blood around. I think they're just putting the cup up to his mouth.
Yeah, just pouring it in. And Alfredo never shows up at this part of the family. And he keeps mumbling to himself, he might not even be a brother. What if he's some weird-ass cousin that they just make stay out there?
Maybe.
You know what? It's probably because he's fucking weird with the little girl.
Because he's just weird about women in general.
Yeah, so I bet it is.
Like, you keep your weird ass over there.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy with this family. Like, you're too weird.
They're getting ready, obviously, to eat people again. So Leatherface isn't back yet, and they say something sort of racist about how Leatherface is going to be dark meat, meaning there's a black dude. Tink's like, I got a present for Leatherface, and he's bringing this other guy to eat. Tex gives Leatherface the present, and as we know, because it was kind of between all this stuff, so, Benny, Ken Forey's character, got away from Leatherface. So then Leatherface shows up without him. And then once Tink finds out that Leatherface didn't catch him, he's like, I got you this new gift, everything. So he's mad about it. But what's the present? It's awesome. You talk about it.
Is it gold-plated?
No, it's chrome. This is why I would like you to watch the movies in as good quality as possible, because now I'm thinking you watch it in some shitty YouTube version where it looked gold because of the bad definition or something. How'd you watch it?
I watched it in high def.
Okay, all right. Well, no, it's silver. It's chrome.
It's chrome. Okay.
It's bad ass.
Yeah, it is cool.
Earlier, Benny's like, they had a big chainsaw. You ain't seen nothing yet, because this thing is fucking gigantic.
Yeah, it's nice and shiny.
Yeah, and it says in Tupac stomach tattoo lettering. What is that? Like Gangsta Crip? It's like that kind of font, right?
Mm-hmm. That's, Sailor Eddie, tattoo.
Sailor Jerry? Yeah, maybe.
Sailor Jerry, what is Eddie? Sailor Eddie.
Nobody calls me Eddie, they call me Jerry. But no, it says the saw is family on it. It is amazing. What a great prop. I wonder where it is. I hope it's in a film museum somewhere.
Yeah.
Because even though this movie tanked and it's not super well loved, I hope at least that chainsaw somewhere, because the chainsaw's amazing.
Yeah.
And it looks like evil. It's a little more angled and it looks kind of streamlined. It's like he made this for Leatherface to kill people with. All the other chainsaws are like, this is used for chopping up trees and I'm going to use it to kill people. No, this is a chainsaw for killing dudes.
When it's your 16th birthday in the Sawyer family, you don't get a new car, you get an upgraded chainsaw.
Or like in some cases, because I'm thinking Tink made the leg brace as well. I'm thinking he made the tracheotomy thing for his mom.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's like, yeah, when you become a man, Tink makes you some weird shit to kill people with, so.
What is Leatherface listening to on his tape cassette?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I kept trying to pause it to see if I could read the tape.
It's probably a song that plays at the end by whatever speed metal band. And that song's called Leatherface.
Yeah, because I like that he, puts the headphones on her.
Yeah.
Like, here, listen to this. And she just, starts screaming in his face. Get this shit off me. And I'm like, oh, what's he listening to?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it matters. I think she just doesn't want that guy's headphones on her. Because look at him. They're not sanitary. Tink's mad at him and he throws the headphones and the tape player into the oven. But they make up, because the great thing about the Sawyer family is that even when they have disagreements, they get over it pretty quickly, because then they remember, hey, we're all just hungry, insane cannibals. So let's just get along. Leatherface takes his chainsaw and Mama helps him calm down. And she goes, go have your lessons.
Oh, yeah. Go take your lessons.
Yeah. And in the meantime, they drag in Ryan, who is still alive. Barely.
Oh, he's like, this one's still kicking.
Mm-hmm. And they put him on meat hooks upside down. So they put one ankle each on these two meat hooks, which is awful. And he's screaming, and Michelle's watching him. And in this moment, she probably likes him again because she feels so bad for him. They figure out that he's still alive. And they, again, just like in the first movie, there's a good discussion about the hammer. Because the cook in the first one's like, I don't take no pleasure in killing.
Mm-hmm.
So Tex is like, I don't like using the hammer. So Tink hooked this thing up. And he's like, got some fucking Rube Goldberg device where you pull a cord and then the hammer comes down and hits the guy in the head and kills him. It's two hammers, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I like the little girl's like, it's my turn.
Yeah. Mm.
This scene is really scary.
It is.
Just sitting there watching this guy that you didn't really like.
Mm-hmm.
You're leaving anyways. Ugh, shit.
But no one deserves this. Well, I think he deserves it, but she doesn't think he does.
No, but now I gotta watch this. Ugh.
Yeah. And they're just treating it like nothing. Because Tex was going to let Tink do it, because since Tink was mad at Leatherface. Oh, would it cheer you up if I let you kill this man? Is basically what he says. But yeah, then the little girl's like, it's my turn. It's so fucked up.
It's so fucked up. Like, her lessons are a lot different than Junior's.
Well, Leatherface has already mastered those classes. He does not need any help in the killing people. Although maybe he does because he didn't kill Benny. And he gets in trouble for it.
Mm-hmm.
So the little girl gets to do it. She pulls this cord and then 2 sledgehammers swing down and smash Ryan's head in. They're collecting the blood in a cup. And like you said, I think they did at some point give some to
Grandpa.
They do like pour it in cups to start setting the table with it. Ah!
It's their wine. That's their red wine.
Red wine. Again, it's cutting back and forth between some things, but let's talk about Leatherface and his lessons, because maybe we're on the same tip here. So he's got some fucked up speak and spell thing that clearly Tink put back together for him. And it basically shows a little picture, and then you have to type in what it is. And a clown head pops up, and Leatherface keeps typing in FOOD for food, and it keeps telling him he's wrong, and he gets super duper frustrated and never figures it out. So that's what made me sad. Is that what made you sad?
It made me sad, but I also went like, how long has he been doing this? And every single time he just puts in food.
Well, and that's what's sad about it, though, because here's what I think. He doesn't know. Like, he only knows that they eat people.
Yep, he only knows people as food. Yeah.
Exactly. He doesn't even know the word for clown, probably, or man or whatever. That's a bit of a tragedy with him, is like, and I honestly thought all these family members are kind of like that, but the most with Leatherface, where it's like, this is just who he is, and he's grown up this way, and so he's never known that that's not food. And I find it very, very tragic. But I also like that he has a collection of tapes. I wrote that nice to see that Leatherface is big on physical media. Yeah. He's a collector. Yeah, it is a bit sad, I thought. And Benny is watching him through the window and goes, what kind of sick shit is this?
He has some really good lines like that.
Yeah, there's an incredible line coming up. An interchange between him and Viggo that is just one of my favorite things in any of these movies. Yeah, even, I'm just liking it more and more even right now, so it's a good entry.
The little girl hops up next to the little thing that she has to pull down, and she's like, on the count of 3. Then they cut to Michelle in the chair, Grandpa, and Leatherface. Mm-hmm. And Leatherface just has his hand just resting on his face. Like, this is just a normal family meal. It kind of takes you out of what's going on for a second, because you're like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I think it's probably intentional to take you out of it, to take you out of the horror of it for a second, so it feels like a normal moment. It's like, wait, no, this is not normal. This sucks,
Yeah.
But and it is really awful to think of this woman having to watch this happen. And she does snap, as a lady in a Texas Chainsaw movie is supposed to do. And, the more we talk about it, the more I'm like, okay, I guess I understand her snapping here, because she was already in a weird place before any of this happened, because she was moving and she's trying to break up with this guy kind of, and he sucks and whatever. But obviously, she doesn't want to see this happen to him, and it is. And so they kill him, and they're cutting him up and stuff. And then, Leatherface goes off, and then he comes back with his kick-ass chainsaw after he fails his lessons. And this is where things get real fucked up, and they kind of put a new angle on things. Because you and I have talked about this on previous installments of Texas Chainsaw episodes. About, is there incest in this family?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think now?
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Yeah, I think so too.
100%. That, or there's a lot of rape happening to the victims.
Yeah, well, I think both are probably true. I think the rape is, there's no question.
Well, I mean, from what Alfredo fucking says when he's like spitting and talking to the head, and he's like, we had fun. We ain't have fun no more.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
Well, and I knew that he was a rapist.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty clear from the moment he talks. You know what? Just the fact that he has those nudie pics on his lap in the beginning, that guy's weird.
Yeah.
But, like, it seems to be a family policy.
Yeah.
To rape women, to create more babies. And the lines are amazing. So they've killed Ryan. They're talking about, we're going to kill Michelle. And Tex is like, maybe we should let Leatherface play with him first. He does make the sweetest damn babies. And then Mama goes, Junior likes them private parts. We knows what to do with them parts. And then Tink goes, got that right, Mama. And then Mama goes back to Michelle. I cut mine out years ago. Did Papa's too. What the fuck?
Did I just say, like, and yours is about to be next or some fucking weird ass shit like that?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. They're basically saying they're kind of going to give her to Leatherface. And they say he makes the sweetest damn babies, and they kind of infer that when they have female victims, that they probably rape them and impregnate them. Then 8 or whatever. It's really horrible to think about, but they kind of make you think about it here. So, you know.
So that means also that they've had women long enough to give birth.
Yeah, like alive. Now you're getting into barbarian territory.
Yeah, so like 9 months they've held this woman after she's gotten pregnant to take her baby out of her.
Yeah.
And then eat her. Oh, God. It's terrifying.
Yeah. It just adds this level to it that wasn't there before. Whereas number 2 is kind of more funny. Yeah, they're still eating people, but it's kind of funny now because of the chili contest angle and all that. And now it's decidedly not funny again.
No.
This is horrible. Ugh.
Yeah.
And they all just love each other so much. And like after the little girl kills Ryan, she goes over and kisses Leatherface on the mask lips. Ah!
That's her daddy.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, right? Probably.
Did you like how I killed him, Daddy?
Yeah, God.
Did I do good?
And they're talking about, like, eating the guy, and Tink says, all we need now is a good mess of greens. It's like, oh, so they eat vegetables.
I was like, what does greens mean to them, though?
Yeah, I guess it could be something else, but I mean... The way he says it is like how Southern people talk about having the greens with your ribs and stuff. So, I don't know.
Yeah, having, like, collard greens.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what he means.
Oh, man.
But, you know, collard greens, you often prepare with diced bacon. So I don't want to think what they're doing for that.
Oh, my God.
Just a sprinkle of Ryan on those collard greens. Yeah. They do drive home the grossness of what they're really doing more, because also, like, when they're setting the table, there's a bowl of guts and stuff. Well, in the past, in the last 2 movies, those guys, especially because with the cook, when they ate people, they still prepared it and made it look like normal food.
Mm-hmm. Like sausages.
Yeah, and chili.
Barbecue.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's like, this is a bowl of human guts. No doubt about it, you know?
And this is a cup of blood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, exactly. This is blood and guts, and there's no getting around it.
Yeah, they're straight up cannibals.
Yeah. Ugh. And there's no art to it like with the cook.
Is this also when Junior takes the lipstick and puts it on Michelle's face? Like, I'm gonna play with you. You're my doll.
Yeah, and then he just starts revving up the chainsaw. So it's all very confusing. It's like, okay, well, is he gonna, like, do sex things to her, or are they just gonna kill her? And she probably doesn't know either, and she's screaming and confused. And then, luckily, Benny steps in.
Thank God she was screaming, because he could hear her. Because in the first one, I love the dinner scene and her just screaming constantly. And I love that they kind of bring that back in this one of her screaming her fucking head off.
Well, and Stretch does it too in the second one. It's like a constant theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Benny hears her and still has Lucille, his assault rifle. So he just starts blasting away into the house, which I would do too. Yeah, just open fire. Who gives a shit about any of those people in there?
Yeah, but Michelle's in there. He might hit her.
But he doesn't see her. He just sees all these other people, so fuck them, you know?
Yeah, but he heard the screaming coming from there.
Yeah, but he's also, like, aiming his gun. Like, he's just... What I'm saying is he hasn't met Mama. He hasn't met these people yet, but he knows they should die.
Yeah. He also doesn't know, like, who else could be in there.
Yeah, but he just sees the cannibals, so he starts shooting them.
Could you imagine if there was, like, another Leatherface?
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past this family. Like, why is there just one of them?
Leather butt. He's got, like, a gross butt. But he starts shooting, and Leatherface blocks it with his chainsaw, which is cool.
That is cool.
But then he kills Mama.
I know, I went, Mama!
Yeah. Tink goes, Mama! And it's just so interesting to me that they're sad about it. Because, yeah, I mean, they love each other, and they do make that clear. But it's just like, these guys have such a warped reality. But they're still normal things. Like, you get mad when your mom dies, you know? So, and then everything after this is quick, and it's awesome. Everybody's getting fucked up. So then Tex, Viggo Mortensen, starts running out. Obviously, Junior, Leatherface, starts running out, too. And that's when Michelle pulls her hands right off the nails. God, that's gotta hurt. Man. Women are always tied to chairs at the end of these movies, but they're normally just tied up and get away somehow. She's nailed to this fucker and still just whoop. And these don't look like nails. They look like they borrowed some railroad ties from Jason. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they're not that big, but they're old-timey nails, you know? So then they run out, and she's running away, and she's, like, freaking out, and Benny gets her. He's like, it's me. Okay. And he's like, we're going to get the fuck out of here. He's like, yeah, that's probably a good move, you guys. And so she runs off, and he's like, I'll handle this or whatever. This is great. So then Leatherface gets in the truck, and the truck turns on, and there's metal music blaring. And then he drives about 50 feet with it and gets out. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Oh, Leatherface. He's all about style.
I mean, he's just a kid.
That's true. He's like a warped teenager.
Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he takes his sweet chainsaw and chases them, but then he goes after Michelle. And I'm glad that he does, so that we can have this beautiful moment, which is Tex, who takes out a fire axe and tries to kill Benny. And Benny gets up and grabs the axe. And the spotlights on the truck are on, and this metal music is playing. And then you have Viggo Mortensen and Ken Foree fighting each other with axes. And this is my favorite dialogue of the movie, so I'm going to say it. You probably loved it too, I'm sure. But So Ken Foree's waving the axe at Tex and goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why don't you leave us alone? We're hungry. You ever heard of pizza? And I like liver and onions and pain." I like liver and onions. I don't like pain, but I like liver and onions.
Pain.
Did you ever go to Sammy's Romanian Steakhouse in New York on the Lower East Side?
No.
Oh, man. It was good.
I don't think I've ever had liver and onions, to be honest.
Well, they had other stuff at this place, but I had the liver and onions. It was amazing.
Ooh.
You could buy a bottle of Sky Vodka there encased in an ice block, like for your table.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a kind of fancy place, but it was in a basement. And they had this dude there called Danny Love, I believe. And he was like this cheesy lounge singer guy, but he had some sort of Eastern European kind of accent. And he did little funny songs. Like, I don't know what the joke was. I don't know if he was making jokes about Jewish people or what. Or I think they were Jewish too. But so he's playing keyboard and goes, "It had to be Jew." And it's like, what the fuck is happening here? And I'm eating liver and onions, and it was great.
Such a New York experience.
I know, right? And it's in a basement.
Of course.
One of those where you step down.
I went to a place where it was like you had to be a member, and it wasn't in a basement, but it was like this place where they have to wheel over the menu because it's that big. Like, it was this like cart.
Wow.
The menu was that big.
Oh.
And then we were drinking the whole time, and 3 times in between the meal, we would go to the basement and shoot guns.
What?
Yeah.
What part of town was this in? Do you remember?
It was Lower East Side.
It was. Wow.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. They weren't BB guns. Like, it was a fucking gun.
That's crazy. What did you do it?
It was like a little shotgun. Yeah.
You shot it? Wow.
Yeah. It was the first gun I've ever shot and the only gun I've ever shot in my entire life.
Who were you with? Did you go with like karaoke people? Or...
It was my last boyfriend, Jacob, and his best friend.
So, like, not that long ago.
It's like 10 years ago.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, I still had the bullseye. Like, I got to keep the paper.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow.
That's so bizarre.
So, anyways, that's a fantastic interchange about pizza and liver. And, but, somebody hits the tank on this truck they're fighting by, on Leatherface's truck, so now there's gas everywhere. Well, Benny steps away and goes for the lighter that Sarah gave him. And fucking sets Tex on fire.
Look at her, still helping. She's missed but never forgotten.
Yeah, from beyond. Well, like you said, the next thing that happens is full circle, too. But so that's a full circle kind of thing, too. And so then he gets away, and he runs off. And then we go to Michelle, who's being chased by Leatherface, and they get to the bog. Ugh. And then Benny meets up with them, and Benny and Leatherface fight. And I don't understand what happens to the chainsaw here. Do you?
No, it looks cool. I
Yeah.
guess is why they did it. But, like,
Right.
It's just treading water.
Yeah.
Or it's treading, like, human goop soup.
Yes.
Goo.
Because Benny and Leatherface are fighting, and Benny, like I said earlier, he's got the physicality to actually, compete with Leatherface. And so they're fighting, and he, like, knocks a chainsaw away. And, yeah, the chainsaw stays on and is standing up vertically, pretty much, in the bog, and is still on. And, of course, it's there because, yeah, like you said, it looks cool, and also so it gives us a threat here. So, Leatherface grabs him and eventually, like, gets Benny's head against it, and Benny falls away. And she's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm yelling at Michelle, like, you have a fucking knife.
Yeah, go stab him.
Like, stab him in the back of the fucking head.
Yeah. Instead, she cheers for Benny like it's a fucking wrestling match.
Yeah, like, get him.
It's so weird.
Help him.
Yeah, but Benny gets his head chainsawed and falls away. It's like, oh, shit. Since you brought up earlier, you talk about what happens to Leatherface after this.
It is such like a good throwback to that armadillo scene, because that armadillo scene is so sad. She accidentally killed this thing, but now she has to actually put it out of its misery. So when you were talking about how, we're like kind of sad about Junior's situation, she is kind of putting him out of his misery in a sense. She takes like the huge rock and just starts bashing him in the head with it. But her line is so devastating when she says, sorry, little guy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Sorry, little guy. Like, she finally has the strength that she didn't have in the beginning. Like, she's seeing his face as that little armadillo.
Oh, okay, totally.
And that's why she's saying, sorry, little guy, is like, she finally has enough strength to do it.
Yeah, wow, I never thought about that.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of wish the movie ended fucking there.
Yeah.
Because it's such a poetic, wonderful, sad, scary moment, which I was not expecting in this movie. I thought it was going to be like some stupid, silly ending, which it kind of is. But when this happened, like, I don't remember the first time I watched it, I went, fuck, that's fucked up. I love this movie. So good.
But I agree, it could have ended right here.
Yep.
So she kills him with this rock. Well, as far as we know, he starts gushing blood out of his head and falls into the bog. And it could have ended with her putting down the rock and screaming, just like Sally escaping and screaming, and just like Stretch holding the chainsaw over her head after she kills Chop Top and screaming.
Yeah.
It would have been perfect. Instead, we get 10 more minutes or 5 more minutes. It doesn't really matter.
I thought this ending was so unnecessary. Like, oh, you didn't die? Benny's not dead? All of a sudden? Okay.
And he has this big gash in his head, so it's like, okay. Because she's like walking down the road, now the sun's up, and a truck pulls up. She's like, no, oh my God, but it's Benny. Okay, cool. So he gets out to let her in, and then Alfredo is there and hits Benny with a hammer or something. They play back and forth a little bit, but she shoots Alfredo in the face. One reason for that ending might be that they wanted, and they could have done this somewhere else in the movie, but personally, I mean, I think you want to see Michelle kill that guy. Because Alfredo's horrible to her.
Yeah.
And he's weird about her. So he needs to be killed by her.
Yeah.
You know, but they could have done that right before she kills Leatherface or something. They didn't need to do this.
No, it would have been great of like her just doing the really fucked up moment to Leatherface.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's such a pretty shot of her with the sun coming up, going down the dirt road.
Yeah.
Of just like her maniacally like laughing, kind of like her body over processing everything that's just happened to her. I was picturing she'd have like a screaming kind of like laugh happening.
Yeah.
And just her walking off into the sunset. And then, I don't know, maybe in the corner, it just like kind of cuts to a chainsaw or something. You're like, oh, he's not really dead. The end! But no, then we have this all weird shit.
Yeah. She kills Alfredo. And then, so Benny is again still alive, despite now being hit in the head with a hammer and having a chainsaw to the head. But so she gets him in the truck and they take off. And then we hear the squeak of Leatherface's leg brace, and he's right there. He's so close, though. They would have noticed him. Because, like, he walks up, the truck is still in the distance.
Yeah.
So I don't really get that.
Yeah. But... what the hell?
So this movie...
I love it.
Yeah, I like it a lot more than when we started this conversation. And but I think we both agree that it doesn't quite stick the landing.
The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre has one of the best endings of a film.
Totally.
In my opinion. It's fucking perfect.
Yeah, totally.
She has that screaming kind of like maniacal laugh.
Yeah, totally. And then Stretch has something similar at the end of 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like that's where they're going with Michelle, because she is kind of going nuts, like you said. And
she's turned to that girl in the woods.
yeah. That would be really great to just have her be the next Sarah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Leatherface is going to live, of course.
Of course.
But we don't really see anybody officially die. I suppose Tex is dead because the truck blows up.
Yeah.
So he's probably dead. But the little girl's still alive. Good chance Tink is still alive.
Or he's just charred. His body's all charred and they just prop him up next to Grandpa.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I was just going to say he's the new Grandpa.
Oh,
that'd be interesting. Yeah, we need to go back in time and make a real Texas Chainsaw 4. You could still have McConaughey be in it. But I like this movie a lot better than I did even when we started talking. But
so we can be friends
really
still?
Go ahead. What?
We can be friends still.
Well, yeah. But I was going to say something else, though. I was going to say what you talked about with the whole armadillo thing and her thinking that she's hitting the armadillo at the end. Yeah, that nails it for me. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, that's a great point. And something I never thought of. And you know what? I bet a lot of people, because I'm stupid, but a lot of people are as stupid as me or possibly more stupid. And so I bet a lot of people have never caught that. And I bet if that was more commonly known, that this movie would have a little bit better following. Because that is very good.
I did not expect it at all. Even the shot of them standing looking at the armadillo, like the overhead shot, is really nice. There's some decent shots in this movie, too, which shocked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were just things in this I wasn't expecting. And yeah, definitely wasn't expecting to find out that Junior was making babies.
Yeah.
That kind of pushed me over the edge a little bit. And yeah, fucking Mama's speech about private parts. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
We know what's to do with them parts. Fuck. There are some really good lines in this, because the whole pizza thing is great, too. You know? Ken Foree, yeah, like he said earlier, Ken Foree has some great lines. But you know what? They should not know about pizza. You know why?
Yeah.
Because pizza gets delivered to your house by a person. And so they're not going to eat the pizza. They're going to order pizza so they can eat the pizza delivery drivers. Like, hey, this service brings a guy to your doorstep. You can just fucking eat him.
And then they just like chuck the pizza out into the yard.
Yeah, fuck this. What is this?
I want that.
Yeah. We're going to eat this 19-year-old covered in zits.
They kind of bring a little bit of the technology into this one.
Yeah.
It would be fun to have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre like in modern times.
Well, that's what that remake, that's what that one could have been in 2022 or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it was not a remake. It was intended to be a sequel to the first movie. Sally Hardesty is in it. like I've said before, it felt to me like they just tried to make it like those newer Halloween movies. They tried to make it like that. To me, which is a fundamental misunderstanding of Leatherface.
Yep.
Which is, I mean, if you listen to this episode or our other two Texas Chainsaws, half the time we're not talking about Leatherface, we're talking about his family.
Yep.
And to not have that in this, there's a mom and she doesn't do much. That's it.
The family is what makes the films.
Yeah, always. I mean, what's the most memorable thing? Leatherface. But then the second most memorable thing in all these movies, especially the sequels, is when they bring in new family members.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think of 2, you think of Chop Top. When you think of 3, you think of Viggo Mortensen. When you think of 4, you think of Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 you know? And it's funny that of those 3 people, 2 of them have gone on to massive careers and won Oscars, but yet the best of those 3 performances is Bill Moseley as Chop Top. I mean, they're all good, but he's the best.
He is
the
best.
But this movie tanked, and the way it's described on Wikipedia as far as its reception is, where did I see it? Oh my God, it disappeared. Oh, here we go. Yeah. The film was both a critical and commercial failure, making it the poorest performing film in the series until the release of the next film. Yeah, oops. But this, I think, deserves a wider reassessment.
Yep.
Because you liked it, and I agree with a lot of what you found, and it's a good one.
Yeah, if you only seen it once, see it again.
See it again with open mind. And to me, it's still the third best after the first 2, but I can see why you would maybe like this one better than number 2, so whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, I do like it better.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a good therapist number tomorrow, but I still respect your opinion. There you go, we did it. We did another Texas Chainsaw episode.
Grandpa, no.
Grandpa.
I got sad when he got shot, even though I'm pretty sure he was dead.
He was dead. He's dead. He's a dead body, but yeah. I think you mentioned in one of the last episodes about these movies, but in the first movie, he's like 124. And in the little bit of research I did, I learned something actually that I wanted to make sure I brought up, so I'm glad I remembered it since I wanted to bring it up. So when you're 100 or older, you're called what? Do you know? A centenarian. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I did not know this. In one of the Wikipedias about Grandpa, it said Grandpa Sawyer is a super centenarian. I was like, what?
What is that?
A person who's reached the age of 110 or older. Super centenarians.
Cool. Isn't that crazy that, like, not even that long ago, the average lifespan was, like, in the 30s?
Yeah. I mean, only a couple hundred years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are like, no to science. It's like,
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the live-action Flintstones movie with John Goodman playing Fred?
It's been a while, but I have.
It's like, whatever. But Kyle MacLachlan is in it. Halle Berry is in it. And is all I have to say about her role. Because she wears, like, leopard bikinis and stuff. It's like, good God. But there's a great line. I forget what they're talking about. But John Goodman as Fred Flintstone goes, "My dad ate red meat every day of his life and made it to the ripe old age of 38. So, yeah, it's... Mm-hmm. Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody dance the dinosaur. Remember that?
Yeah.
What was that band? Was Not Was? No, that was... Yeah. Dude, if I remember that correctly, I'm going to be a little disappointed in myself. 'Cause that's a very strange fact. Why would fucking anybody know that? And if I'm right, I'm going to just cry a little bit. Flintstone soundtrack. Dance the Dinosaur.
That's going to be stuck in my head now.
Oh my God, I was right.
Of course you were.
Fucking shit. Oh my God.
Because you just know random shit.
But why do I know that?
I don't know. That came out the same year as The Crow.
I guess so. Are we done? We're probably done. Okay, cool. Thank you to Jordan Cooper for writing our theme song. Thank you to Trevor LeGarrette for doing the cool stop-motion animation that you see at the beginning of our episodes if you listen to them on YouTube. And Thank you. You know what? Thank you, Shandy, for bringing some things to light about this movie that makes me like it more. So that was good. You want to go over the contacting details of our show? What?
Please follow us on social media. We're on Instagram at EarnFullOfPopcorn. You can also join our Patreon. It's $2.99 a month. You can listen to our episodes on our YouTube channel, on our website, on wherever you find podcasts. Yeah, and please subscribe on YouTube. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, hell yeah, dog.
That would be cool to like hit a goal.
Well, let's get into it. Let's do another 2 hours about the Flintstones movie. You know what? I will say this about it.